All right, guys, getting ready for the garage sale. The thought process here would be open the garage door, slide that out a few feet. I've got 2 or 3 more I was going to carry out, plus a ton more tables like this. Start laying this one out with the caps. As you can see, got quite a few. It's actually not near as many left as I thought I have. I think this is 99. So I'm doing a good job of getting ahead of the game on the garage sale. Except today is August the 5th, Monday, 2 days after the garage sale. It was a total failure. It's just one of my many lately. All right, guys, the garage cleanup part 2. Yeah, you haven't seen that either. I'll explain more later. Yep, another failure. It's better than it was, but still a failure. All right, guys, I started an eBay series a little while back, part 1. There hasn't been a part 2. Let me show you why. This is my eBay room for people that don't know. That's right. It's a total disaster. All of this junk's got to be hauled out of here. Oh man, it's gonna take me forever. You don't even want to see my office. It's totally destroyed. Oh, the table's missing. That's the table outside, in case you're wondering. But anyhow, ugh. I've got lots of work to do. See, I was prepared for the garage sale. All this was just going to be toted out. All this is full of stuff for it. Yeah, that didn't happen. All right, guys, then you remember we had the garage gym nightmare. I think this was part 5 or 6. It was going to be the final series. You haven't seen that either, because the painting's still not done. Oh. And then, if you were following along, you saw I started a new series. It was going to be a daily vlog of my workouts, getting back into shape. Fitness journey to 61. Well, you probably noticed there was quite a few, I think 4 or 5 days posted, and just mysteriously it all disappeared. And that series is gone. Full of failure. It's circling everywhere around me. Ugh. Well, as I walked back in the kitchen, I realized I had yet another failure. The motorcycle helmet with the broken boom mic. The new boom mic just plugs in. I haven't done that yet either. So I don't even know if that's what's wrong with it. Maybe I'll get to that tonight. I don't know. But then, right underneath this box, there's something pretty cool. It's been laying here for about 2 weeks now. Maybe I'll get around to it and do a little story about it. That's a bunch of failures.
And then depression set in. I had a real bad day.
All right, guys, it's been several days later. Also shave and a shave. Starting to feel human again. Let me tell you what's been going on. COVID, that's what. Alright, anybody knows me knows I'm not a firm believer in COVID, even though I've had it 3 times. Here's what happened. My wife's still a working girl.
Tell me about it, stud.
No, not that kind of working girl. But her office came down with COVID. And yeah, you guessed it, she got it. Well, during the time she had it, she became violently ill. And sounded terrible. Well, during the whole time she had it, I had the scratchy throat and just felt you know, not too bad. So I just assumed I had it again, because the 2 times I've had it before, it was nothing. I mean, I run about 100 fever. 2 or 3 days later, I was done. I mean, it was really nothing. Which, I mean, I think COVID is basically just the common cold again. You know, kind of a flu-ish cold. It's not that big of a deal. Well, this time it was a little different. She suffered through it for about a week. And still pretty pitiful. Finally went to the doctor and got on some drugs and stuff. And started feeling a little better. Well, you guessed it, about 3 days before the garage sale. By the way, this wasn't going to be just a garage sale. This was a garage sale that I picked randomly out of 2 or 3 months ahead. Just picked a date. Well, come to find out, that was my neighborhood's garage sale. So there would have been millions of people here. But about 3 days before that, you guessed it, I started running a fever. You know, and it started off about 100, then 101. Got up to about 103 and just hung there for several days. And I felt like total trash. It was just flu-like symptoms. The only thing I can say this time, honestly, is I've never lost my taste before. And I could taste nothing. So I completely quit eating. And I think I dropped down to about 214 pounds. That's pretty lean for me. Anyhow, I have been basically sleeping all day and doing absolutely nothing. The garage sale came and went because there was no way I could work the garage sale, because at the time I had about 103 fever. So anyhow, I guess about 2 days ago it broke and I started running 98 again temperature. So I'm feeling better. If I leaned over right now, I would cough my head off. It's just an uncontrollable cough. But that's about the only thing I feel now. Strength is slowly coming back, and I'm getting much better. But when you're out a week and a half, let me tell you, man, you get way behind when you got all this stuff going on. So I just kind of wanted y'all to see why I have not been posting lately. There's a lot of stuff, and my eBay room is absolutely destroyed. So I'm getting ready right now. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm gonna go in there and start trying to get it back together. I need to get that thing going again. I've been making a few little sales here and there, but literally haven't done anything to it since my last eBay series I put out. The garage sale, got tons of stuff. I'm gonna end up giving it all to charity. It's I'm not gonna hold on to it, man. I just want to get rid of it and start fresh, because I got a whole new inventory ready to go into my eBay store. So my poor little garden, it took an ass whooping. I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot about it. I got so sick that I wasn't getting out here every day watering, and the little flowers, most of them didn't make it. Some of them are still hanging on there. Pineapples are doing well. But look what happened with the watermelon. Now guys, I knew watermelon took up a lot of space, but all this you see out here in the green, that's watermelon. I had 2 small plants over there, and they've just taken over the place. But I don't see them producing any watermelon, so probably tomorrow this is all coming out. Everything's kind of on its last leg except for the blackberries. they're doing great. The cabbages are still doing good. I just put some more of that, was it Spectrum, I think, poison on them. Just wanted to make sure nothing ate them up. And there's still some cabbages down in there. But besides that, everything else is just meh. And then I've had a big time problem with grass, as you can see down here. So I'm gonna, I got a bunch of Roundup, and I'm gonna clear this out in the next few days. And then I'm gonna round up all this and get all this grass out of the gravel. I had to cut the yard today, that's why everything looks kind of weird. I got this area still to put gravel in. I was talking to my wife about it this morning. We got to get out here and get this done. The garage and the gym have basically been sitting. I've done nothing the last week and a half. I'm taking the rest of this week off from lifting. Man, I'm sick. But I'm getting better. That used to sound horrible, but I think in the first videos you can tell my voice is still kind of messed up. But I got big plans for back here next summer, but I'm gonna let it set through the winter. The garage cleanup, well, that's been doing good. That's still nowhere near where I want it to be. So I'm gonna get out here and get all this done and make you a part 2 to it after I get all the tools and everything put up. Like I said, I'm feeling better now, so it won't be much longer. And it's for my daily blog that I was gonna do a gym series on. Well, here's what happened on that. It was doing great. Not in views, by the way, but for what I wanted, it was okay. The problem that happened was it was taking me 2 to 2.5 hours every morning to edit this. And I kept thinking, man, for 6 months, I'm gonna have to spend 2.5 hours when I really need to be spending it in here in the eBay room. Because I still want to keep all my other videos going, and let's just see what you know, what we can do. But anyhow, guys, I just wanted to give you all a quick well, let me explain that first. So basically I took it down. I'm going to keep them, but I'm not going to keep them public, and that way I don't have to sit there and edit them like I was. They started turning out pretty good at the end, but again, it's just too time consuming to do daily for me. Some people can do it no problem, but no. I did just get rid of my pool, guys. We've been kind of questioning it. You know, I have a pool company that sends somebody out on Monday and Thursdays. And they put chemicals in and everything. And it cost me like 200 and I can't remember the exact price, 260 I think a month. But I'll be honest, when you start figuring in the chemicals and all you do yourself, that's not a whole lot more expensive than doing it yourself. And they did a great job. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use them during the summer, because that's the only time you really have problems with your pool, unless you just totally neglect it. And then I think I'm gonna bring them back you know, next summer and let them work again. I'm gonna kind of keep up with the chemicals, but in the chemicals you use 1/10 of what you need in the winter time to keep it crystal clear. I got to run my little dolphin down there and let it sweep up all the stuff on the floor now, but I think I'll go turn that on now. But I'm just get started in the eBay room, man, and I will catch you guys with some new videos, hopefully. And hopefully that motorcycle helmet, I'll get it together and it'll work, I hope. If so, we'll be bringing some motorcycle content here pretty soon. I got some plans coming quick. Talk to you guys later.